Hello, 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 brothers and sisters. We are finally back. And for those of you who do not know me, my name is Mike, and I'm just here to do God's work as always. And we have a couple of delusional things to talk about today, mostly revolving around make it make sense. Okay? And I want to apologize. My mind's a little scattered. I just got done purchasing my first home, and I'm trying to get it in order, so just bear with me, okay? But to start out with, the feminist movement. Let's talk about that for a little bit. The feminist movement. I've been watching these shows on TikTok and all these Naked a Guy and Simplify whatever and whatever podcast. I know a lot of guys have seen that. But it's these women that are out there that are like, so do you need a man? Just random females just asking them questions like, do you think the world needs men? A lot of those females are going to be like, no, we don't need men. You don't need men? The world doesn't need men? Okay. The entire infrastructure that you live in today is built and maintained by men. Yeah, it is. The roads, the electricity that you use, the water that you use, your sewage, your housing, the places that you go to work, every building that you see is built and maintained by a man. So you don't need men? Oh, well, you got to make that one make sense, because if men just disappeared off the earth, what are you guys going to do? What are you going to do? Because there is no, well, I'm a man and I think I'm a woman now. That means I can have babies. Nope. Doesn't work that way. Never will work that way. I don't know what is going through people's minds when they think that. Oh, I think that I'm a woman now, so that makes it so. I think I'm a fire-breathing dragon, so it makes it so. I think I'm a bird, so that makes it so. I think I can fly, so that makes it so. Okay, if you think you can fly, like I said in my other video, go jump off a building and see if you can fly. But a lot of you out there are going to be like, well, you can't do that. But you can't do that. You can't menstruate being a man. You can't do it. You cannot do it. This whole world that you see today is built and maintained by men. And the one thing they're going to ask, well, what do females bring to the table? They're going to be like, we bring the vibes. We bring the vibe. This world runs on a lot more than just vibes. Are you crazy? Because if you ask a man that, they're going to be like, yeah, we need females. We need them to procreate with. A lot of females are like, no, men can have babies now. There has not been one instance in the history of ever that a man has had a baby. Not one time. Give me one time where a man has menstruated or had a baby. But you're going to have those people out there that are like, well, I believe I'm a woman, and I can menstruate. And a woman transitions into a man, and they're like, I can have a baby and I'm a man. No, you're still a woman, because you still have a uterus and you still have the parts to have a baby. Just because you think that you're a man does not make it so. What is going on? The world has gone crazy. Obviously, the social experiment that the government is putting on these people, it's working. For a lot of you delusional people out there that clearly need a padded room, that's all it is. That's insane. You cannot menstruate being a man just because you think you can. Just because you believe you can, you think you can do it? That's not possible. Make it make sense. And this other thing about feminists and all that, like, oh, who's stronger, males or females? Females are going to sit there and be like, well, I can't answer that because I don't have the statistics and the numbers there. It's obviously men. We are genetically stronger than females. Clear as day. Why do you think these males go into female sports and just blow you guys out of the water? Oh, it's because that's a male. But you guys are going to be like, that's a girl. No, he has a penis. That's a male. And if that were the case and genitals didn't make male or female, why the heck do you guys have to go get them cut off and changed to be the opposite gender that you want to be? Make it make sense. If you say that to them, they're going to be like, oh. That doesn't make sense at all. What is going on? There are only two genders, male and female. XX, female. XY, male. There's nothing else. Intersex is very rare. Does it make you a third gender? Not at all. It just means you have a genetic disorder. Something's going on. That is so crazy. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And this other thing, this 10 out of 10 thing. Ask a female, what do you rate yourself from a scale from 1 to 10? Well, I'm a 10. Other female, I'm a 10. Girl weighing over 600 pounds, I'm a 10. No, you're delusional. Because if you ask a group of guys that, they're going to give you the honest answer. I'll give you the honest answer. I think I'm a 6.5. That's what I think I am. I think I'm a 6.5, and that's honesty right there. Because if you ask some female, she's gonna be like, "Well, I think that everybody should be a 10. If that's what they feel like, that's what they are." What about everybody else's point of view on beauty? They're not gonna call you a 10. They're gonna call you a psychopath because that doesn't make sense. You gotta make that one make sense. It doesn't make sense. Come on, guys. Doesn't make sense at all. And these females want to be. Here's another thing that gets me about females. You guys want to get up and get dressed in the morning looking like Jezebels, clearly getting up in the morning, dressing on purpose to look like a Jezebel, walking out there in your little short skirt and your little short top with your titties hanging out, and you guys are like, "Oh my God, that creep's looking at me. He's a pervert." No, the only reason he's a pervert is because that guy's not to your liking. That's not the kind of guy that you like. So he's automatically a pervert. But if some good-looking man came by and was like, "Ooh, you're good-looking," you'd be all over it. That doesn't make sense. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Make that make sense. Oh, he's the pervert because he's not a good-looking dude, but this good-looking dude can call you whatever you want and you like it? What is wrong with you? This feminist movement has got you guys all screwed up in the head. It really, really, really does. I don't get it. And people want to be like, "Well, men don't want to do the same things that they used to do for women because you guys are easy." That's what it is. You guys walking around with your titties out. How about you put your titties away? Make it harder for men. Make it to where they have to work for it. Because if they see you got your titties out, they're gonna think you belong to the streets. And I know you guys have seen that before. You belong to the streets. Yeah, that's the truth. That is psychotic. Just like, how much should your man be making? Just like I said in one of my other videos. Oh, $180,000. $180,000. That is so delusional. You are crazy. You're crazy. And all these females are sitting out here with money in their bank accounts, but making their men pay for everything. What is wrong with you? You need help. That is so crazy. I don't understand it. I don't understand that at all. That feminist movement has got you guys all screwed up in the head. Now let's move on from that. Yeah, I put weed down here again. We're going to talk about weed again. You know, why is it because I used to smoke, and sometimes I backslide on that. I smoke weed sometimes. I backslide because I'm only human. I'm not perfect. But why is it every time someone smokes and they go to sleep, they don't have any dreams? I'm not saying that's everybody, because a lot of people, some people may still have dreams, but I doubt it. But most of the time, when you smoke and you go to sleep and your mind's full of THC, most of the time you don't dream. Why? Why don't you dream at all? But the moment you stop smoking weed, give it 2 days, your dreams start flooding back in like crazy. Why is that? That's the one reason I think smoking weed is wrong when it comes to being a Christian. Because if you cannot dream, God cannot speak to you, because God speaks to people in their dreams. He gives them their visions and their dreams. Acts 2:17. I'm going to pour out my spirit unto all people, and they're going to dream, prophesize, and they're going to see visions. And that's going on today. But of course, everybody's like, no, it's not. Okay, then why are all these people saying it's going on? Because they're delusional. Because you haven't had any dreams or visions from God. Everybody else is delusional because they have the evidence. They're the walking testimonies. It's in the Bible, written 3,000 years ago, and it's going on today. That's kind of hard to say it's not real when it's that long ago. Someone prophesied that all this stuff was going to happen today. You got to make that one make sense. Why is it going on like that? Come on now. But I really don't have much to say about weed. It's just, I don't think smoking weed's right when you're trying to be a Christian and trying to get with God. Because there's a lot of people out there on these shows, these influencers out there that are like, smoking weed gets you closer to God. No, it doesn't. Not at all. Because I'm pretty sure if you wouldn't ask Jesus to his face, you want to smoke this blunt, he's not going to do it. He's going to look at you like you're crazy. You want to smoke this blunt. Yeah, sometimes it helps people, but like I said in my other videos, take the CBD oil. It's good for your body. Helps people with autism. Helps people with strokes. Yeah, that's good for you. But when you're smoking it and it's going straight to your head, you can't even dream. I can't dream. But the moment I stop smoking weed, all my dreams come flooding back. And the dreams that I've been having lately are just nuts, but they're coming back, but they're just crazy. Let's move on from that. I like this. I wrote this down. I had to get into this. Comparisons. Comparisons with non-belief in the evidence and atheists and all that crap. Comparisons. Like I said, all these people are out here having these testimonies about heaven and hell, the rapture, the tribulation, and the mark of the beast. Okay. I believe that because I've had dreams and visions myself with things that come specifically from the Bible, specifically things that I have asked God to show me. And of course, if I tell an atheist that, they're going to be like, nope, it's not real. You're not me. How do you know what I've seen? How do you know what these thousands and thousands of people have seen? Why are they coming out and telling you this stuff? It's in the Bible, and it says, warn your fellow brother or sister about what's going on, what you're getting in your visions. Tell them about it because Jesus is on his way. Make that make sense. Why are all these people having these visions? Oh, it's just because you guys have been in Christianity for so long. You guys are just having the dreams and all that. Nope. Doesn't make sense. You got to make that make sense because that does not make sense at all. That's just crazy. That is so crazy. I don't understand that at all. And it's non-belief with evidence. With the evidence. Like, let's say, here's that one that I like. If a tree falls in a forest and nobody's around to hear it, does it make a noise? Yes, it makes a noise. Just because you're not there to collect the evidence of the tree falling doesn't mean it didn't fall. Still fell, but you're not there. That's just like saying, this is my favorite comparison. This is the one I really like. 7 friends go into a house. 6 friends run out screaming, our 7th friend was just murdered. There is a murderer in that house. All 6 of them are saying it. There's a murderer in there. Don't go in there. Our 7th friend was just murdered. Here comes an atheist walking down the street. Oh, there's a murderer in there? I don't believe you guys. I'm going in. And then you get murdered. Whose fault's that? Oh, that's right. It's yours because you didn't have the evidence of the murderer being in the house. You just had the 6 people telling you that their 7th friend was just murdered. And you still didn't believe them? And there are thousands of people out there screaming to you at the top of their lungs that hell is real in vivid, minute detail. And you're still not going to believe them? That is so crazy. I don't get it. And you all think that the universe was just banged into existence because 2 atoms came together and made all this. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all because if the universe was random, this world would not be able to sustain life. The sun would not be the perfect distance from Earth to bring warmth and light to this planet so plants can grow and people can live. What about We can breathe. The oceans, life itself. That is impossible at random. God exists. He is the designer of this universe. Tell it to an atheist. They're like, nope, it's not true. It makes more sense than your argument because your argument doesn't even have a point to it. Oh, it's just blown into existence and we're all like this. No, not at all. You're crazy. Yep. You might just be as crazy as these people thinking that they can become a man when they're a woman or a woman when they're a man. That's just about how crazy you are. Just believing in your science. That's so crazy. Because it's funny that Christianity can keep on going and then science just comes to a complete screeching halt when you mention the Big Bang. They're like, no, there's no God. There's none of that. We're just atoms. That's all we are. When you die, there's nothing. No, there's an afterlife. Because there's thousands of people out there warning that there's an afterlife. And people have actually had experiences in astral form. And they've astral traveled. Yeah, they have. Sorry, but they have. Just because your evidence isn't there, just because you didn't collect the evidence of that going on, doesn't mean it didn't happen. That's just nonsense, you saying it didn't happen. That's just nonsense. You're supposed to be the most logical people in the world, but you guys have no logic to your argument at all. It's crazy. Let's move on from that. Okay, I got to get into this porn thing. Almost everybody watches porn, okay? I've watched porn. And the one thing that I have noticed watching porn is the stupid scenarios that they put on there. It's your fantasy that a female's hand getting caught in the couch and her sitting there like, oh, stepbrother, help me. I'm stuck. What is going on? You were clearly desensitizing people to this garbage, having normal people going out there walking around in the world thinking that that's what's going on. Dude, you're going to have people all sorts of screwed up. It is screwed up. And it's funny that a lot of those porn sites on there are sweet sinners. Well, obviously, yeah. Fantasies about a married woman going out and cheating on her husband. You guys are desensitizing people to this garbage. That's insane. Help me, stepbrother. I'm stuck in the washing machine. What are you doing in the washing machine, you? That is so crazy. That is nuts. Porn is nuts. It is psychotic. It really is. And it's desensitizing people to these stupid scenarios that they got going on in it. It's garbage. It really is. It's actually quite sick. Moving on from porn. Sorry I'm going through this very quickly, but I got to go to work in the morning, so I got to get this done as fast as I can. The stuff that's going on is crazy. Oh, and I had a joke about the feminist. What is the difference between a feminist and a knife? At least a knife has a point to it. I heard that the other day and I lost it. Oh my God. I'm sorry. It's probably lame to a lot of people, but I thought it was hilarious. Oh, and this right here is just a warning to the people out there who have channels on YouTube like I do. Be careful what you talk about on YouTube because YouTube steals views. Yep. I have been sitting here documenting my views for the past month on my video. Like I told you guys, if my videos reach 100 views, I'll make another video. And it's funny that I put that in my last video and I'm sitting here watching my views go up. And then the next day I watch them, they're like 5 views less. So you're going to steal views from the people that you don't like, putting the truth out there? You guys are not slick. And I called you on it too. You guys are stealing views because you don't want people to know the truth. You want them to be stuck in this delusion that's going on in the world today. Yeah, you do. This stupid social experiment about men can become women and women can become men and Jesus coming back. Jesus is coming back. Men cannot be women and women cannot be men. Get that through your head. Stop trying to hide it, YouTube, because you obviously are thieves and you're stealing people's views. So if you have a YouTube channel out there like I do, watch your views because they steal them. Yeah, they do. Anyway, moving on from that. I watched this hell testimony a week ago. This is very interesting about the demon of addiction. In the last video I said they have demons, of various sizes of demons, various sizes of demons to 23 feet tall, to 18 feet, to 15, to 10, to, all different sizes to this big. But I just found out recently that the demon of addiction is so small that you can't even see it. This lady, this sister in Christ, was having a vision from God, and he was showing her the demon of addiction. And he literally, in this vision, he pointed to the demon of addiction on the ground to this lady. And this lady looks at the ground in her vision that she's having, and she tells Jesus that she can't see what's going on. What are you pointing at? I don't know what you're talking about. And God literally gave her the vision to see the demon of addiction. The demon of addiction is microscopic. You can't even see it. That is so crazy. I thought that was the craziest thing ever. The demon of addiction is so small to the point where you can't even see it. She held up a grain of rice and she said it was smaller than that. She said God literally had to give her the visions to see this demon. I did not know demons came that small. That's actually quite terrifying. That's crazy. That's crazy. And we're going to move on to atheists here. Let's move on to this atheist thing here. I don't get the atheist arguments because how can you have the evidence from a scientist and then just be like, nope, doesn't exist? Well, I thought you guys were all about science and evidence. We gave you the evidence that you wanted to hear, and now you're still saying no? Make that one make sense, because that's delusional, because your guys' world practically revolves around science, and your gods are basically scientists. Yep, pretty much are. And you have scientists out there proving that God is real, and you guys are like, no, he's insane. No, that's one of your gods. Very, very, very smart scientist saying that God is real, and you guys are still saying no? What kind of delusion are you guys trapped in? You need help. You really, really, really need help. That's psychotic. That's crazy talk. Science is my religion, but if a scientist comes out and tells me something that I don't believe that's real, it's not real. Dude, your opinion does not outweigh facts. That is what is wrong with this world. Everybody thinks their opinion outweighs the facts. The facts are, you're a 5. No, I'm a 10 because I think so. Fact is, you're a man. No, I'm a woman because I think so. No, you're not. You can never be, and you never will be. Get that through your head. Giving all these children puberty blockers. That's psychotic behavior. You do not need to have children. If you are giving your children puberty blockers before they even hit maturity or even know what is going on, you deserve a padded room, and your kids need to be taken away. That is child abuse. Yes, it is. But you're going to have a lot of people out there like, that's my kid. I can do what I want. No, that's child abuse. You're insane. Yes, you need a padded room. Sorry, but it's the truth. And all these feminists out there like, oh, a man can go into a women's bathroom if they think they're a woman. So you're okay with a 6'5" man going into a female's bathroom or locker room for that matter and changing in front of you, swinging his genitalia around. You're okay with that? Because if I was a female, I wouldn't be. That's psychotic behavior. Yes, it is. And for some reason, psychotic behavior is the norm now because of this President Biden out there sniffing kids. Little girl's face right here. He's like, oh, and everybody's like, on the left side. That's psychotic. You're psychotic for voting for that pedophile. Yes, you are. I saw this video the other day where this girl was like, you voted for Trump? Oh, well, you're a racist. You're a racist for voting for Trump? She asked the lady, why am I a racist voting for Trump? Oh, I don't have to give you that information. The evidence is right there if you vote for Trump. That's the evidence. No, you have to have a valid argument. Where's your argument? I don't have to have one. Okay, so the girl was like, okay, did you vote for Biden? She's like, yes, I did. Then you're a pedophile. No, I'm not. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You can say whatever you want to anybody else, but the moment they call you out on your crap, it's wrong. Nope. Your opinion does not outweigh the facts. Ever. Nope. You're delusional. Yes, you are. God love you. God love everybody. I love everybody. You can think the way you want and believe what you want and do what you want, but that's psychotic. You need help. You need a therapist in a padded room. Make it make sense, because it doesn't make sense at all. That does not make sense at all. The Bible is a control tool. The Bible is a control tool? How is the Bible a control tool? I wish somebody out there could please explain to me how the Bible is a control tool. Written 3,000 years ago, and it's a control tool today. The only reason the Bible has been a control tool is because people have used their God-given free will to change the Bible and their narrative, to fit their narrative. That's the only way the Bible's been a control tool. And the only reason you people out there think that it's a control tool is because it's telling you not to sin. It's telling you not to do this garbage that you're doing. Jesus, if you get on a TikTok, all it is these females stretching their legs out all the way back so you can see their private areas. And they're all doing it because that's what females do. They see other females doing it. They follow them just like sheeple. That's all you guys are doing. Yep. It's like you guys have no thought process of your own. It's disgusting. OnlyFans. Oh, one girl's doing it. That means I'm going to do it too. One girl colors her hair. I'm going to do it too. It's like you guys have no thought process of your own. It's so delusional. The feminist thing that's going on, it's making you guys crazy. It really is. It really is. And my thing about the Bible being a control tool is, it's funny that the Bible wants you to live this perfect, sinless life. Just like I mentioned in my other videos, it wants you to live this perfect, sinless life, pure of sin and in complete goodness. Pray for your enemies. Don't return insult with insult. Do not do an eye for an eye. That's all good. That sounds good to me. Granted, a lot of people can't do that because they're always angry. Because if someone gets slapped, they automatically got to slap the person back without thinking. But the Bible says, turn the other cheek. Let them slap that one too. Sounds all good to me. There's no violence. There's no violence at all. But you guys want to be like, nope, it's a control tool. The only reason you think it's a control tool is because you're obsessed with your sin. That's what it is. You're addicted to your sin. That's all it is. And the devil is in your ear like, no, attack them. That's all it is. That's all it is. The Bible is not a control tool. And if that was the case, if it's a control tool, it's telling you not to do any of this sin, but the government is pushing sin on everybody. They want to desensitize you to all the sinful nature that's out there, because that's exactly what they're doing. Pornography, letting these OnlyFans crap happen, this LGBTQ crap that's going on, which is obviously psychotic and delusional. Yeah, it is. Granted, you have a will to do what you want, but that stuff is crazy. It really is. It's really, really crazy. So how does that make the Bible a control tool when it's telling you to not do these sinful things and the government's pushing all these sinful things on you? Make it make sense, because the math ain't mathing. That doesn't make sense at all. Oh my God, they're telling us how to live. You don't have to abide by the Bible. You have a free will to do what you want. Read it, hate it, move on with your life. It's not hard. And it's funny that, I'll get into that later. Never mind. I'll get into that later. But moving on from that, that's just crazy to me. I don't understand that. This is what I really wanted to get into with you guys. This right here is what I wanted to get into. Witches. I'm an ex-witch, warlock, whatever you want to call it. I was neck deep in witchcraft. Neck deep. Granted, there's other people in there way deeper than me, but I was neck deep in witchcraft. Okay? I got on this TikTok the other day where this witch had a ghost face mask on and her short shorts and her tight top with her tits hanging out, of course, doing magic with her herbs and spices, dancing around a fire, praising the planets and the stars. Okay. And every witch on there was like, yeah, we love you. We love you. Okay. I posted one thing on there. All I said was forbidden. And I put the scriptures on why it was forbidden from the Bible. Every single witch in the witch community came out and attacked me. And it was over 100 witches. I had one person on there that was for me. Just one. And every single other witch out there was like, oh, pushing your Christianity on us. Jesus isn't real. None of that's real. None of that spiritual crap is real. None of that spiritual stuff is real, but you guys believe in witchcraft and familiar spirits? Make that make sense, because that is absolutely delusional. Doesn't exist at all. That doesn't make sense at all. You guys are sitting here with your herbs and your spices doing spells to these entities and deities, false gods, demons. You're doing all that, but you don't believe in angels, spiritual beings. You don't believe in them. You know, without God, the source of the universe, without him, none of that magic crap that you guys are doing would exist at all. And you guys want to be like, yes, it would. No, it wouldn't, because God created everything. So magic obviously came from him. And they'd be like, well, if magic's forbidden for us to use, why did it come from your all-loving God? Why did it come from our all-loving God? Because magic is intended to be used by creatures that were born spiritual beings. Angels. That's for them to use. It is not meant for a spiritual being having a physical experience. Forgive me. Human beings. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience in this world. It is not meant for us. You want to know what we do when we want to do something like that? We pray. We pray to the one God that there is. Because every other God that you guys believe in is a demon. You're like, no, that's not true. Okay? If that's not the case, why are you all going crazy? I put one word on there and a couple of scriptures, and you guys lose your minds. And it's funny that when I was doing witchcraft, I was angry all the time. And I even said that to some of the witches on that channel, and they were like, well, maybe your intent was wrong. It's all about intent. Maybe your heart wasn't in the right place. No, because I was doing white magic, what you guys call white magic. I was doing good magic, still brought in the demon of anger. That's all it did. All I could think about was hurting people. Anytime anybody said something wrong to me that I didn't like, I hated them. Hated them. Someone said something wrong about my magic, I hated them. For no reason whatsoever. Always angry. For no reason whatsoever. Why are you guys so angry? Oh, that's because you're doing magic. And it's nothing but the art of fallen angels. Granted, Blessed angels can use it too, but it's still not meant for human beings. You are illegally tapping into the spiritual realm. And when you open up those doorways, demons have the ability to put their hands on you. Because there was witches in there like, oh, magic has helped me. It's helped me in my life. It's brought me nothing but positive aspects to my life. It's done nothing but good things. Yeah, demons will give you that. The devil will give you what you want to keep you in sin. That's in the Bible. It's funny that that's in the Bible. Why is that there? Demons will make things seem like it's cool, or they will give you the positive experience that you want to keep you away from Jesus and to keep you in your magical arts. Yes, they will. Yes, they do that. Sorry, but that is true. And it's funny that, like, if anybody attacks your paganism or your Wiccan or whatever you guys want to call it, they attack you with it. You guys get so upset. Almost every religion out there gets upset when somebody says something derogatory towards it. You guys get so angry. Atheists, your religion is science. If someone says, no, that's not right, you guys get angry. Aaron Ra, perfect example. Jesus is fake. That's exactly what he does. I don't make this make sense, because the only religion I can really think of, or a couple of religions I can really think of, is Buddhist and Christianity and all that. You tell them that their religion's fake, they're not going to get angry with you. They're just going to pray for you. They're going to be like, I love you, though. I'm going to pray for your soul. I still love you. Please don't hold any ill will towards me. It's just, it's in the Bible. It comes out of the Bible. It's in the scriptures. We love you. And we want to pray for you. And we want you to come to God so he can save your soul. Or if you say something bad about Wish, they're like, no, I'm hexing you tonight. I'm going to make a voodoo doll and stab it. That's demonic. Now, all that anger that you got showing, demonic. Perfect example why you shouldn't be using magic. And I know that from experience. Because I'm not going to lie, this is usually personal, but when I was doing magic and someone said something derogatory towards me, I wanted to hurt them so bad. I wanted to hurt them so badly, and just thought about all the ways that I could hurt them. Up here, I turned to Christianity. Now when someone says something to me derogatory, I'm like, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for your soul. I still love you. I still love you. I'm going to pray for your soul. And you're going to have this people out there, oh my God, they're delusional. Why are they all happy? Why are they all smiling? Because we love Jesus, and Jesus is all love. Well, if Jesus was all love, why does he send people to hell? Because what's he going to do with you? And some people out there are like, well, I don't hate them, but I don't want to be near them. I don't want nothing to do with them. I'll love them from a distance. You cannot say that. What if Jesus told you that? Oh, I love you, but I'm going to love you from a distance. Christians cannot do that. You cannot do that. You can't love somebody from a distance. Because if you said that to Jesus, he's going to look at you like you're crazy. Fine, I love you, but I'm going to love you from a distance. You're not allowed into heaven. That'd tear you apart, wouldn't it? Because it would tear me apart. Can't do that. Gotta love everybody. You gotta love them. You have to love your brothers and sisters. You have to. And if they need help, help them. That's all I'm saying. The fact that demons are everywhere, yeah, that's the truth. Because if you want to pull back the veil on this world, there would be demons everywhere. Absolutely everywhere there would be demons. Yes, there would be. And especially at these gay pride parades and LGBTQ festivals. There would just be a demon standing amongst all of them with his arms crossed with a huge demonic smile on his face, watching all you guys go crazy and fornicate and try to pretend like you're something that you're not. Because you got people running around. You got men over 300 pounds running around in a mini top with a dog mask on and a choker. What in the hell is wrong with you? It's how I feel. I feel good like this. This is the way I like to express myself. That's the way you like to express yourself, looking like a damn fool, because that's what you look like. You look like you just escaped from an insane asylum. That's what you look like. And all these people out there claiming to be men when they're women, you need a therapist. You really do, because it's just not possible. Just because it's the way you feel doesn't make it so, and it never will be. And you want everybody to go along with this crazy delusion. We're not going along with this. We're not doing it. You're psychotic. This is a social experiment from the government. That's exactly what it is, because they want to get everybody turned away from God. That's all it is. The government is evil. Just like I said in my other videos, the government is behind all of this. All this desensitization, they're behind it all. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Pull back that veil. Demons would be everywhere, especially with the addiction that's going on. You have all these little guys running around everywhere that you can't even see. It's crazy. All these people in pornography. I feel so bad for those people, because when you drop into hell, like I said in my last video, you are going to regret it. Yes, you are. Because there's going to be demons waiting for you with open arms. And as soon as you land in their arms, they're going to look at you with a big demonic smile like, you're ready to get raped? Because that's what's going to happen. You need to grow up. I feel good showing off my body to all these people. OnlyFans, it's my body, my choice. And then you complain about how you can't find a boyfriend. Nobody wants to be with you when everybody's seen your body. That's disgusting. What makes you special? There's nothing special about you when everybody in the world has seen you naked. That is meant for your husband or your wife. Premarital sex and all. Everybody's just running around having premarital sex. And now they got it to where that's the norm. Because if you're a virgin at a certain age, I don't know if I even said that correctly. Virgin, I think I said virgin. I'm sorry. If you're a virgin at a certain age, people look at you like you're crazy. Oh, you must be gay since you haven't had sex yet. No, that just means they're pure. You're the filthy one, because you're going around fornicating and masturbating to these females online. And they are just as bad, because they're the ones enticing it. Come look at my body. Pay me money. How about you go get a job that contributes to society? Because that's not one of them. It's disgusting. No one's going to want to be with you. And here's another good one. Genitalia and your race. You're going to ask some woke person from college. By the way, college is a scam. Don't go to college. It's a scam. That's all it is. They're teaching people to be psychotic. That's all college is. It's a huge scam. But, some of the things in college, like nursing and all that, doctor, cool. But most of it, it's a scam. It's a scam. But this genitals and this race thing is crazy, because I watched a video the other day. They're like, can a man be a woman when they think they're a woman? They're like, yes, that's possible. Well, doesn't your genitalia make you a man or a woman? No. Are you delusional? That is a genetic part of your body. A penis makes you a man, and a vagina makes you a woman. XX, female. XY, male. You got a lot of people out there like, nope, that's not right. No, you're just delusional. You need a padded room. Wow. How could we be the most intelligent species on the planet and be so dumb? And these are the people that are going to eventually, be voting and running the country and the world. I'm scared. That is psychotic. But if you ask them, can you change your race? Can I be a white person? We're gonna be like, nope, because that's genetic. That so is your genitalia. That's genetic. If it wasn't genetic, it wouldn't be on your body. I can't change my race. I was born a man, and I believe I'm a man. Doesn't make me a cis man. It means I'm normal. Because you got a lot of people out there like, oh, you're born a man, you think you're one? That means you're a cis man. No, it doesn't. That means that you're completely and utterly normal. Can you change your race? Nope, you can't do that. But you can change your you can change who you are, your identity. You can change your genitalia. If genitals don't make you a man or a female, why are people hacking that stuff off to become the opposite gender? Make that one make sense. Because that's delusional. You need help. You need a therapist. Moving on. Oh, onto this private property thing I saw the other day. This one was delusional. This girl said, I don't think anybody should own private property. You don't think anybody should own private property? So what you're saying is you don't think people should have homes and yards? Anything that they buy, you don't think it should belong to them? You think someone should be able to just come and take it? So someone should be able to walk inside my house and just take whatever they want? And you're in college? I think you should get your money back. Because whatever they're doing to you guys in college, they are screwing you up. Dude asked the girl, okay, if that's the case, do you own a vehicle? She's like, yeah, I own a vehicle. So if somebody needed your vehicle, you would just allow them to come take it? She was like, no, I need my vehicle. But you just said people shouldn't own private property. And all she did was, It's like, they're just rambling garbage. There's nothing going on inside their heads. It's just spilled milk. That's all it is. If y'all seen that episode of SpongeBob where Patrick's like, the inner workings of my brain are an enigma, and it just shows spilled milk. That's exactly what is going on with these college students. Exactly what's going on. The delusion is, it's out of control. It's out of control. It really is. Moving on. This new movie that's coming out with, I forget her name. We'll get to her name in a minute if I can remember it. It's called The Watchers. The Watchers are fallen angels. Semyaza, Azazel, Amoris, Arakiel, and Brachiel. Those are some of the fallen angels. And those are the ones that are said to be worse than the devil. We have fallen angels out there that are worse than Satan. Yes. Yes, we do. Satan is just the smartest one of them all. That's why he's in charge. I'm not even going to get into it why he's so smart, because I told you guys in my last video, he caused 1/3 of God's angels to fall. And that's crazy. He got them to turn against God. That's crazy. And Semyaza is one of the worst ones by far, because he's the one who led every other fallen angel to sin. Besides, Satan causing them to rebel against God, Semyaza had all these other fallen angels down here coveting women and doing unnatural, unspeakable things to animals, creating hybrids. Yep, causing all these other angels to fall along with him. Azazel created weapons. That's why all these human beings are killing themselves with weapons. Killing each other anyways. Amoris, Abrachiel, and Arakiel. They're all worse than the devil himself because of the things that they've done. The Watchers is a movie coming out. Obviously, the government is desensitizing people. Why are they coming out with these demonic movies called The Watchers? Every other movie has demons in it. Priests exorcising demons. Freaking crazy. The government is trying to desensitize all you people to this demonic crap. And obviously, the music industry is in on it too. And I told it to somebody, they were like, the music industry has nothing to do with the government. We all fall under the government, and we all have to do what they say. If we don't, we get locked up. And you don't think the higher ups, the richer people, are obeying the government? You're crazy. Yeah, they are. They are the ones that they are using to desensitize all of us because they're the ones on TV. Yep. Go to these concerts, we're all dancing like devils. Beyonce, clear as day, is a devil worshiper. And I heard she sacrifices people. That's what I heard. I saw pictures of her with a pentagram doing black magic. What about the video where they're all signing their lives over? What about that? You got a demon in the background on the green screen, and you got them all signing their lives over. And they all have to slit their finger and put it on a piece of paper with their blood. Why are they doing that if it's not demonic? What's that mean then? Come on, guys. It's clear as day that the government is demonic, and they are working with the devil. People are like, no, 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 that's not what's going on. I can't see it. That's not what's going on. I'm going to pray for your soul because you need it. You need to be prayed for. And it's bugging the crap out of me that I cannot think of that girl's name. It is so easy, too. She's the one who played in Coraline. And I can't remember her name for the life of me. It's crazy. Yeah, but that movie's clear as day. Clearly, clear as day demonic. Over 200 angels fell. The Watchers, there was 200 angels. And it's in the Book of Giants. All these evil angels, Samayaza, Azazel, and Morris, like I said, it's in the Book of Giants. They're all evil. Yeah, they are. Dakota Fanning, that's her name. She's playing in this new movie with these demons called The Watchers. Demons! That's funny. Government never comes out about anything about Jesus. Never comes out with anything good. It's always demons this, demons that, murder this, murder that, rape this. And now you got this new movie with Zendaya coming out where she's clearly pushing on people to just be in these open relationships. She's got a guy on either side of her, and she's basically screwing both of them. She's in on it too, trying to promote this premarital sex on people and open relationships on people. Nope, that's demonic. That's demonic. Sleeping around with a bunch of people. Get real. Get real. What is going on with the world? They all think it's normal because they're desensitized to it. Harry Potter, I know I talked about this before, but I'm talking about it again. J.K. Rowling has unleashed a demon onto this world when she came out with Harry Potter. Yes, she did. Yes, she did, because witchcraft is evil. It is not to be used by human beings. And your intent on what you're doing does not matter. Because there's a lot of witches out there like, it depends on the intent. No, it doesn't depend on the intent. It's keeping you distracted from Jesus. If you're studying magic and witchcraft, you are not learning about Jesus. That's where you're going wrong. Because your mind is supposed to be on Jesus. The only one who can save your soul is Jesus. He died on the cross for absolutely everybody in this world. So yes, he deserves all the glory and all the praise for eternity because he saved your soul from eternal damnation, giving you a chance to get into heaven with him. And nobody really cares. They just want to go down that path of destruction and live their disgusting, sinless life and fall into the pit. Like I said in my other videos, they land in the pit, they want to blame it on God. God's such an evil God! Why would he do this? It's on you. That's on you. And you're going to remember each and every single person who came to you and told you about Jesus. And it's going to replay in your head like a bad movie. Like I told you before. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. But this Harry Potter crap, it's evil because they had every single kid out there wanting to be a witch. You had kids starting their own witch groups, going to their houses with their little witch groups, doing seances. And now they're coming out with these Ouija boards for kids. Oh, they have a Ouija board out there where you can talk to God now. That is clearly a demonic tool. Clear as day. You cannot talk to God through a Ouija board. You have to pray to God via the mouth. That's in the Bible. Yeah, it is. Ouija board, talking to God. How contradicting is that? No, but J.K. Rowling has opened up a can of worms with this Harry Potter crap. That's all people want to do now. That's all they want to do is witchcraft, thinking it's helping them. No, it's not helping you. It's destroying your life. It destroyed my life. Yeah, it did. Yes, it did. Oh, he's giving me what I want. Yeah, because that's exactly what you want. He's going to give it to you, so it keeps you in sin. Common sense. Common sense. J.K. Rowling's got all these kids screwed up. And now the kids are my age. And they all are doing magic. They all believe in witchcraft. I'm going to use my herbs and my spices and create a fire and dance naked around it. And praise the rocks, the trees, the stars, the moon, the earth, Gaia. This doesn't even exist. It's probably a demon. You want to praise God's creation, but you don't want to praise the one who created it? Well, there are people specifically in hell for that. In their little witch cells, like many, many, many testimonies are saying. You look up, and as far as you can look up, there are cells. As far as you can look left, and as far as you can look right, there are cells of people doing witchcraft. And all you got to do is look at the cells, and you know exactly why they're there. Divination, paganism, false worship, worshiping the stars, worshiping the rocks and the trees and the wind and the elements. They're all in their little witch cells, and most of them hate God. Oh, that's funny. Why do you hate God? It's because of that witchcraft that you're doing. All it does is bring hate. It's all it does. And I'm a walking testimony of that, because all it did for me was bring hate. That's all it does for you guys, because the moment somebody dogs your witchcraft, you try to curse them. Because that's what I tried to do. You try to curse them. But if somebody dogs Christianity, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm going to pray for your soul. You have a will to do whatever you want. I still love you, and I'm going to pray for you. Don't pray for me. I'm going to pray for you anyways. No. And then I try to hit that person. Why are you hitting them? Why are you raising your hand to them? Why? Demons in you. You allowed demons into you. And now they got their hands on your shoulders and they're controlling you. Just like all these woke people out there talking all this nonsense, they have no idea what they're talking about. They have no idea what's coming out of their mouth. And they just talk in circles. And if you prove them wrong, like I said in my other videos, they walk away. That's what they do. They just sit there and scream, or they'll try to spit on you. Christians don't do that. There are some crazy Christians out there. Like I said before, I'm not saying that there aren't crazy Christians out there. They really are. But most of them, they're not crazy like that. No, they're not. No, they are not. That is so crazy. That you're all thinking that this witchcraft is helping you when it's not. It's just digging you into a deeper hole. And the moment you die, you're going to find out when you land straight into that witch cell. Because that's where you're going to go. Because that's where they're all at. And they are just in their cells, cursing God with every fiber of their soul. Because they don't understand why they're there. And granted, I can't even say that, because once you drop into that place, you know exactly why you're there. And you know you deserve it. That's the worst part. You know you deserve to be there. You have no rebuttal. You can't be like, well, I did. Nope, you have no rebuttal because your spirit lets you know why you're there. And you know you deserve it. And you know it's your forever home. There's no getting out. You're stuck there forever and ever and ever. A lot of people don't even think that there's an afterlife. That's crazy. Yeah, there is. Yes, there is. Plenty of people have come out and told you that. Well, hell, the government's coming out with these movies with people going in and out of the afterlife. All these shows on Netflix, they got people coming in and out of the afterlife. They're desensitizing you to what's actually going on and what they actually know. Yes, they are. They got you. You need to turn around to Jesus. You need to talk to Jesus. He's waiting for you. Please seek Jesus. It will change your life. I promise. I came from witchcraft. And turning around to Jesus was the greatest thing that could ever happen to me. I am the best version of myself. The best version of myself now. Granted, I get angry at some people because I want them to turn around so bad. But it's righteous anger because I love you. And I want you to turn around to Jesus because it helps me. It helps many people. God, I love going to church so much because of the people and the vibes there that everybody gives off. It's so beautiful. It really is. Please turn to Jesus. He's waiting for you. Because if you don't, they are waiting for you. And you're not going to like what they have in store for you. I can tell you that right now. They're going to tear you to pieces as soon as you land in that place. I saw this today. This is one of the things I saw today was this born again crap. You cannot go out and be promiscuous and have sexual relations with 50 men and then be like, oh, I'm a born again Christian or a born again virgin. I'm sorry, a born again virgin. You can't do that. No, you can't. You have still slept with those men and it's still in your roster just because you think, oh, I'm a born again virgin, I'm a virgin again. That's just as delusional as thinking a man can become a woman. That's the same delusion. It really is. You cannot be a born again virgin. It doesn't work that way. I don't even care if you're going through Jesus. You can't do it. You cannot be a born again virgin. Once you have sex, it's done. And if you haven't, premarital sex, if that's what it is, in the eyes of Jesus, you've already done it. You have lost your virginity. You have lost that special virginity that you were supposed to keep until marriage. Yes, you have. And it's sad. All these people just end these relationships and they're just sleeping around. You are creating spiritual connections with anybody and everybody that you sleep with. Because when you sleep with somebody, you become one. Literally in spirit, you become one. That's why it's illegal in God's eyes. That's why when you get married, the only way that you should be able to get a divorce, the only way that you can get a divorce, is sexual immorality. Is if your spouse cheats on you. That is the only way that God accepts a divorce. If you can't handle being in a marriage and just be like, oh, he's treating me wrong, I'm leaving, which is most females. I don't like the way he's treating me. I'm leaving because I have 17, 50 other men in my DMs waiting for me. That's so wrong. You can't do that. If you got that going on in your head, that mindset going on, don't get married. Do not get married, because if you get married and you leave that spouse because you don't like them anymore, in God's eyes, you're still married to that person. So if you go get remarried, that's adultery. You cannot do that. Sorry, but you can't. You need to work on your problems. Marriage is not easy. It's going to have its flaws, and you guys need to work on that. That's love. Instead of just being like, well, nope, I'm just going to distance myself from him until the relationship finally breaks off, and we go our separate ways. No, you need to work on that. If you're going to get married, you need to stick to that marriage and you need to work on it. Unless that person cheats on you, then you have the right to go get a divorce. That is the only way. The only way. You get remarried, that's adultery. And you're in sin. Yes, you are. And God does not like that, because marriage, you get married under God, that is special to him. And if you go out and cheat on your spouse, that's not right. That's not right. Granted, that gives you the key to leave that marriage. It really does. But if you're just going to be like, well, I don't like him anymore, I don't want to do this, you can't just go get a divorce. You need to work on it. You need to work on that's love. Work on it, because no marriage is perfect. No marriage is perfect at all. At all. And I'm sorry to say that this homosexual thing, it's wrong too. It really is. People are like, why is it wrong? Because if we had a world full of homosexuals, how you guys gonna reproduce? How you gonna procreate? A man and a man can't procreate because a man can't have a baby. He cannot menstruate. He doesn't have a uterus. How you gonna procreate? And when you think about it, a man on a man, it just sounds wrong. It's disgusting. A female and a female. How you gonna procreate? Granted, you can go out there and get the sperm from another man and impregnate yourself. But a lot of people are like, oh, we don't need men. You don't need men. What are you guys gonna do? If men disappeared, you guys would be doomed. Yes, you would. Because a lot of these jobs anyway out there that men do, you females don't want to do it. And you guys complain about, oh, we don't make as much as men. You don't make as much as men because you don't take the jobs that men take. Go work on an oil rig. That's where we get our oil. Go do that. No female's going to want to do that. Not at all. That's so crazy. We don't make as much as you men do. Because you guys don't take the jobs that we take. And you guys don't even try to get up to the positions that we're in. You guys just complain about it. And on top of that, men work more hours than females. Yeah, they do. Granted, there are a lot of females out there that work a lot of hours. Yes, work a lot of hours. But most of the time, men work way more than females do. There's a lot of you females out there are like, nope, I depend on my man. I thought you said you didn't need men. What do men bring to the table? Make it make sense. Because you guys are just spouting out garbage. And you have no idea what you're saying. Sorry, but it's the truth. And the truth hurts. For some reason, in this day and age, the truth is just slander. You tell someone the truth, it's slander. You can't say that to them. Yeah, I can. I can say whatever the heck I want. I have a freedom of speech. Nowadays, to say anything bad about a transgender or something like that, you get in trouble. You can get fired. You can get fired for me calling them what they actually are. That's crazy. That is so crazy that the world is going along with this crap, trying to cater to people's feelings. Oh, it's the way they feel, so you got to treat them like that. Nope. Not doing it. You're delusional. I'm not feeding into your delusion. That's wrong to feed into your delusion, because that's just crazy. I'm not going to feed into yours. I don't even want to say it. I'm not even going to go there because I don't want to be mean. But it's psychotic. Not going to feed into your delusion. You need help. I want to seek help for you. I'll go get you a therapist because that's what you need. Sure, I'll go grab you a therapist, throw you in a padded room for a little while, let your mind get straight, because that's what you need. It really is what you need. You have all these simps online looking at these girls spreading their legs apart so you can see their private areas. And you got simps on there like, you get it, girl. My dude, you're a simp. That's all you are. You're just a simp. You're a loser. I'm sorry that's the truth. We live off you men and our OnlyFans. We live off you guys. Yeah, because you got simps out there. That's all it is. I would never, ever, ever, ever pay for an OnlyFans. That's disgusting. And honestly, watching porn is disgusting too. But that's an addiction as well to most people. But anyways, I'm almost done, guys. Just bear with me. Proof that God exists. So, Jesus died around 33 AD. Genesis was created, I'd say 2,900 to 3,000 years ago, before Jesus was even born. But if you take the names of each character from Genesis 5, which is Adam, Seth, Enosh, Canaan, this is a hard one to pronounce, Mahali, I know that's not the way you pronounce it, but it's like Mahali or something like that. Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, and Noah. Take the root Hebrew name and translate it into English. This is what it says. And this is before Jesus was born. So make this make sense. Man is appointed mortal sorrow. The blessed God shall come down, teaching his death. It shall bring the disparity and comfort and rest. This is about Jesus. And it was before he was born. He is to come down and bring rest to the despairing people. And it was written about 3,000 years ago, before Jesus was even born. If the Bible's a lie and Jesus is a lie, why was that written 3,000 years before Jesus was even born? Make that one make sense, atheists. How? You guys are not going to be able to come up with an answer. You guys got to come up with something stupid that talks in circles, because you guys can't do it. You guys cannot do it. Make that one make sense. 3,000 years before Jesus was born, that was written in the Bible. And here's Christ coming down, dying on the cross for our sins. Rose on the third day in a glorified body. Make that one make sense. What about the Shroud of Turin? Shroud's got Jesus' face on it. How? How does that have Jesus' face on it? Because you have scientists out there that are trying to figure it out, and they cannot do it. The only thing that they concluded was it came from some divine force that they can't explain. How? Please, atheists, explain that one to me. If a tree falls in the forest, no one's around to hear it, doesn't make a noise. What about when Moses parted the sea? Because where Moses parted the sea in the Bible, scientists have gone there and studied it. Y'all remember watching The Prince of Egypt, where the Egyptians were trying to catch Moses' people, and that huge pillar of fire came down. God's people, sorry, Moses and God's people. That huge pillar of fire came down and touched the sand and blocked off the Egyptians from getting to them so they could cross the sea. Well, where that pillar of fire came down, sand is glass. And sand doesn't turn to glass unless it's 3,000 degrees or more. How's that possible? And it's only in that area, on the shoreline. And they've also found artifacts there. And in the ocean, where they said they crossed, they did research down there too. Found chariot wheels and all sorts of things from the Egyptians. Make that one make sense. Because that's a proven fact coming from your scientists, atheists. So you can't say, nope, not real. Nope, that's coming from your gods. It's real. Make it make sense. Oh, here's another good one. Here's one of the best ones. That's probably the best one. It's probably the last thing I even talk about. God is in our DNA. It's proven. God is written in our DNA. Yeshua is written in the DNA of man. Proven fact by scientists. Come on, atheists. Make it make sense. Why is God's name in our DNA? In our very DNA. In our very genetic structure. Why is God written in there? And if you do something special with it, I saw it online. I saw the research for it. If you do something special with it and turn it a certain way, it makes the image of a man. In God's name, make it make sense, atheists, because that's coming from your gods, your religion. And it's funny that a lot of you atheists are out there studying the Bible and studying God, and when you can't disprove it, they turn to God. Why? Can't answer, won't be able to answer that question. Won't be able to answer that question. So, what's going on in the world today is it's delusional. It's psychotic. You need to make it make sense. Make it make sense, guys. Because a lot of you out there just spouting off garbage and you can't make sense of it. Just talking in circles. Make it make sense. Please seek Jesus because he's on his way, guys. He really is. We are living in the last days. That's why all this psychotic stuff is going on in the world. It really is. People are so out of their minds. It's because we're in the last days and the devil is tiptoeing around. So, thank you so much, everybody, for watching my video. I love absolutely every single one of you. And Jesus loves you too. And he is waiting for you to answer that door. Answer the door so he can come in and sup with you. Please, I am begging you. I love you. And I know the way I talk makes it seem like I don't love you, but that's not the case. I'm only being so stern because I do love you. Because I want you to see the truth of what's really going on. Because the government is trying to hide everything that's going on. Yeah, they are. And plus, all they do is tax everybody. So wrong. All they do is tax people. Double tax, triple tax. That's all they do. They're evil. But anyways, I love absolutely every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching my video, taking the time to watch this video. But like I always say, I am just here to do God's work. Bless every single one of you. I love you.